Hi everyone, my name is QP and thank you so much for joining me today. So I have noticed I've been getting a lot of questions on my comment sections of my videos asking about how I keep my hair healthy and take care of my hair. And so I figured I would actually make a video and sit down and kind of share everything that I do with my hair with you guys. And hopefully it'll help you get some tricks and tips onto how to take care of your hair also, especially if it's the same texture as mine. Now I can't speak for every hair type or every person out there because I have one specific hair type. So I'm only going to share what works for my hair and things I've picked up over the years. To start off, I should probably talk about what my hair texture was at the beginning, where it started, and how I got to where I am now. So funny enough, I actually, as a baby, I had no hair. I was actually bald, so my mom would actually put a ton of hats and stuff on me as a baby because I just didn't have any hair. And as I grew, my hair started coming in and it came in thick. I remember being a kid and hating having my hair brushed because I just had so much hair and it would hurt so much and I would avoid it. I was horrible at taking care of my hair. I was definitely more of a tomboy than a girly girl growing up. So when I was a kid, I actually hated my hair. I hated how much hair I had, and I always wished I had less hair because I didn't want to take care of it. Then I got into middle school, and so this was when I actually wanted to kind of grow my hair out and have it look pretty. However, at that time, the texture of my hair was super coarse, and it was a lot different from what my hair is now. I remember running my fingers through my hair and just hearing like crunching sounds just because it was super coarse. And at that time, since I was so young, I actually didn't have any heating tools. So it wasn't like I was constantly styling my hair with heating tools and just damaging my hair. It was just how it was naturally. And so thinking back on it, I think a lot of it was the type of shampoo and conditioner I was using, the hair dryer I had, and also the water that we had at my house. I grew up in the suburbs of Kansas City, and the water quality there it wasn't bad, but there was a lot of chlorine in the water, and I think that contributed a lot to why my hair was super coarse. And on top of it, I was just using regular shampoo from the grocery store or the drugstore. I think some of the brands I was using was like Pantene Pro V, I was using herbal essences, a lot of shampoos with a lot of sulfates in it. And the sulfate in my shampoo on top of the high amount of chlorine that was in my water did not help my hair at all, so that was what was making it really coarse. I also didn't really truly appreciate conditioner back then. I think a lot of times some parents would just get the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, and so that didn't help my hair at all either. I didn't realize I had to put conditioner in and just leave it in there, so that didn't help either. And then lastly, what I did was I would always dry my hair after the shower because my parents, they're Vietnamese, they never wanted me to go to bed with wet hair. They think that it contributes to getting sick and all that stuff. So I always had to dry my hair with a hair dryer before going to bed. The hair dryer we were using was very cheap, so it got really hot. And so the heat from the hair dryer on top of the chlorine in the water, on top of the sulfates in the shampoo, on top of not really using a conditioner, dried out my hair even more. And so the combination of all of those just resulted in really horrible hair texture when I was a teenager. And of course, I grew up in the 90s, and so we really didn't have internet. Like, internet had just started popping up around that time, and so I didn't really realize I could go online and search the stuff. So I suffered, and I kind of had to figure all this stuff out myself. Okay, so now that you guys know where my hair came from, what it started as, we can talk about the things I did to help improve the texture of my hair and improve the health of my hair. So first and foremost, this may or may not be an option for a lot of people, but if you happen to live in an area that has a very high amount of chlorine in the tap water, one of the best things you can do is get a water softener. We are lucky enough to have one in the house that we're living in right now. We didn't install it, it just came with the house, so we got really lucky in that aspect. But I do notice whenever I go back to my parents' house, they don't have one yet. I need to talk to them about that. Whenever I go back to my parents' house and shower and all that stuff, my skin gets so dry, and so does my hair. But, you know, with better shampoo and conditioner, it's not as bad, but my skin definitely notices a difference when I'm at my parents' house. So if you can get a water softener, if water softener is too big of an investment for right now. They do have shower heads that you can get that actually filter out the water and softens the water with just the shower heads. So some of these tips, guys, might be really basic tips. They might be very obvious, but I want to mention it just in case we have any young girls who are watching who are also struggling with their hair like I was. So I want to just cover the basics. So please bear with me if this is a little bit common knowledge. So let's talk about shampoo and conditioner, because I think this part is really important for healthy hair. So as I mentioned before, you really want to look for a shampoo and conditioner with no sulfates. You want to avoid silicone, phthalates, all of the harsh stuff that traditional shampoo and conditioner used to have. Now I feel like the options are endless. I get my shampoo and conditioner from my grocery store when I go grocery shopping. So I kind of navigate towards like the all natural shampoos. I'm not even shopping in the high-end shampoo section of the shampoo aisle. I'm shopping in the natural section. And nowadays they actually have a huge section on all natural shampoos that have none of the bad stuff, such as the sulfates, the phthalates, the paraben, and silicones, and of course the list goes on. So some brands I really like are Not Your Mother's. I really like Maui Company, I think that's what it's called, and there's also Peace, Love, and Beauty. Those three brands I've been kind of rotating between, and they work really well. They smell amazing, and they have none of the bad stuff. And the best part is they're all under $10. You don't have to spend a fortune on a great shampoo and conditioner and get really good results. And all those brands do offer a variety of shampoos and conditioners for different hair types, so that's also really great. So conditioner, as I mentioned before, is something that I didn't realize how important it was until I got a little bit older, and conditioner is your friend. I honestly use twice as much conditioner as I do shampoo. I glob that stuff onto my hair after I shampoo my hair and rinse it out. I leave my conditioner in and tie it up in a bun while I wash the rest of my body, wash my face and all that, and that takes a good like 5-10 minutes. So within that 5-10 minutes, the conditioner is really penetrating my hair and moisturizing it. So if you guys have a problem with dry hair, that's something I highly suggest, leaving your conditioner in while you're showering for as long as you can, and then you wash it out with cold water, because if you wash it out with warm water, it's also going to strip your hair of the natural oils and the oils that the conditioner was trying to put into it. So wash it with lukewarm or cool water if you can. And then lastly, let's talk about deep conditioning. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have time to deep condition most of the time. So not that I don't have enough time, but I always am lazy and I forget about it. So what I do is, instead of using a regular conditioner in the shower, I'll take my deep conditioner and I'll apply that in the shower and use it the same as a regular conditioner. It's not as effective, but it still gets the job done, and the deep conditioner has a little bit more moisturizing effect than a regular conditioner. So I'll do that probably once every week, maybe every 2 weeks. Okay, so next let's talk about heat. I try to limit the amount of heat that goes in contact with my hair as much as possible. And for that reason, my hair dryer is one of my favorite heating tools. That, and of course the Dyson Airwrap, because it also has the same effects as a hair dryer. But what I like about hair dryers and tools such as the Dyson Airwrap is that it heats up your hair with air, so your hair doesn't come in direct contact with a metal heating plate. It just gets your hair warm enough or hot enough to be able to style it and reduce the amount of damage that you can do to your hair. So instead of using a straightener, a lot of times I'll use my hair dryer and a round brush, and I'll try to straighten my hair using the round brush and the hair dryer and do it like kind of a blowout style, or use the firm smoothing brush from the Dyson Airwrap to get my hair straight that way. So I try to limit the amount of times I use my really hot styling tools with the metal heating plates, such as my straightener, my curling irons, and such like that, which is why you'll see that I normally wear my hair straight, and that's because I can achieve this look with a hair dryer, with the Dyson Airwrap, or with the Revlon One Step. So if you happen to use a lot of heating tools with metal plates, I would highly recommend investing in high quality styling tools that are ceramic, tourmaline plated. These plates heat up a lot faster, they heat up more evenly, and so you're getting even distribution when you're styling your hair, so you don't have to hold it there for as long. And for that reason, I do like to invest a little bit more in my styling tools. All of my styling tools have ceramic, tourmaline technology, and I truly believe in it. I totally notice a difference when I use a styling tool that has ceramic coating versus just a regular metal styling tool. The ceramic coating, to me, it seems like it is a lot smoother. My hair glides over a lot better, and it doesn't burn or like stick onto the barrel as much. Whereas a regular metal plate with no coating on it at all, I feel like my hair burns a lot easier and it sticks onto the plate more when I'm curling or straightening my hair. So that is something to really think about if you do like to style your hair with a lot of heating tools. I'll put some of the tools that I have in the description down below if you're interested. And honestly, they're really not that expensive because I've had them for so long. So in my opinion, I think they're really worth the investment. So normally for me, how I style my hair is I will shower at night, and then after I get out of the shower, I'll take a hair dryer and I'll blow dry my hair for roughly 5 to 10 minutes just so that the roots get dry enough. Then I'll just go to bed and I'll let my hair air dry while I sleep. That way I can further limit the amount of heat that goes onto my hair and the heat that I use to style my hair. Then the next day, if I have to style my hair, if I'm going somewhere, then I'll go back in with a round brush and hair dryer and do a blowout, or with the Dyson Airwrap or the Revlon One Step, and do it that way. So for me, I actually only wash my hair every 2 to 3 days. And the reason I do that is, one, it helps keep the natural oils in my hair. If you're washing your hair too much, you're stripping away the natural oils that your hair needs, which ends up drying your hair out even more. Another thing is, when I wash my hair every 2 to 3 days, that means I only have to style it every 2 to 3 days. So I'll style my hair, and most of the time, if I have my hair styled already, it doesn't take very much to restyle it. That way I reduce the amount of heat that I apply into my hair, and I reduce the amount of time I take on my hair. The last tip on how I keep my hair healthy, and this is kind of something that you're probably gonna roll your eyes at, but it is to maintain a healthy diet. I try to eat a balanced, healthy, whole foods diet as much as possible. My goal is to eat foods that are whole. So cut out the processed foods. So a dinner for me would be a protein. Then I'll do a green vegetable, and then I'll do like a starch. So it's either brown rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes, or I'll even do potatoes. As long as you eat whole foods, you're gonna get most of your nutrition from your foods. Now, if you think that you're not getting enough nutrition from your diet or your foods, then you might want to look into supplementation with like a supplement. So biotin is really good for hair, folic acid is really good for hair, or even if you want to, you could do a prenatal vitamin. Okay, well that is pretty much it for how I keep my hair healthy, how I take care of my hair. I hope this helps answer a lot of your questions, but if you have any more questions, please do not hesitate to leave it in the comment section below. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to click on that subscribe button right there and hit that bell notification so you can see more videos like this. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!